This is a Ford Bronco, and today I'll be detailing this incredible truck using only Garage Therapy products. Let's get after it. What's going on, y'all? So I'm excited today to be featuring one of my favorite brands, UK brand Garage Therapy. They have a lot of incredible products. In fact, a few of them are definitely my favorites, including their tire serum, and well, we'll get into all that later. All right, so we've already vacuumed and blown out the interior. It's now time to clean all the surfaces. Garage Therapy's interior product is Cleanse. And this is cool because, like a lot of Garage Therapy products, they can be diluted a number of different ways. So we're gonna be using this product at a 1 to 6 in our IK sprayer, but you certainly could use it from a 1 to 10, all the way down to a 1 to 3 if it was particularly dirty. All right, let's get our IK filled up. Really has a nice scent to it. It's kind of like a berry or some kind of fruity scent. Somebody can let me know the official scent down in the comments. All right, let's get the interior clean. All right, y'all, so a very cool thing about Garage Therapy's line and kind of their philosophy with detailing and products is that, they simplify things by having really some products that can do a number of different tasks. For example, we could be using their Decon shampoo to be doing the interior. That can be diluted a ton of different ways. In fact, we're gonna be using it not only on the exterior paint, but we're also gonna be using it on the wheels. So, that's just one example. Their Citrus is another super versatile product that can be used, for your exterior paint, as well as wheels, I believe engine bays and things like that. So yeah, their products, very versatile. While they do have specific products for different, niche items, their products are also very versatile at the same time. So very cool. Love that about their brand, but let's get back to it. All right, y'all, so while we're working on this interior, this is a maintenance client's vehicle that I've been working on for some time. But before I started detailing it, they were taking it to the local In-N-Out car wash, and whatever they used, probably a very strong APC. You actually see here where it's stained the dash. And so, that's something that is just ruined, so always be careful, even to detailers, make sure you are careful of the products you're using and the dilution ratios, right? And so if it's a product like this one that can be diluted a number of different ways, maybe start out a little weaker than you need. You can always increase, choose an inconspicuous area, something maybe lower, and test it out. And use good reputable brands like Garage Therapy, all right? So anyways, let's get back to it. All right, y'all, we had to stop for a minute. It's raining. So while we're paused, I wanted to let you know about a giveaway that I'm doing this month. It's not a garage therapy product, but it's a product that I really love, that I've used over the years, and it's a glass coating from Soft 99. It is their Glaco Super Wiper. Really quite amazing glass coating, easy to apply, pretty long lasting, and you can get it for free. All you have to do is comment. Well, there's gonna be a secret word, so you have to watch all the way to the end. I'm gonna give you the special word. I'll be drawing the names at the end of the month. All right, good luck to everyone, and let's get back to it. All right, y'all, we're done with the interior, and we're on to my favorite part of the detail, the wheels and tires. And Garage Therapy has a number of really great products for wheels and tires. The first is their wheel shampoo, and this can be used a number of different ways, and we'll actually be highlighting that today. You can put it in your wheel and tire bucket, and you can also put it in a sprayer like this IK sprayer. So we'll be doing that. This kind of helps you give a little bit of extra lubrication when you're detailing. All right, next up is their Zero Decon shampoo. And y'all, this is the Swiss Army knife of detailing products. You can literally use this for the entire detail, all the way from your interior, heavily diluted, to things like engine bay, exterior, including wheels and tires, which we'll be using today. So we're going to be using this for a little bit of extra power, getting the wheels clean. I don't have their iron oxide, so that's why I'll be using this. Also, in addition to the wheel shampoo, just to kind of give it a little bit of extra power and to highlight another great product. All right, and last up, this isn't specifically a wheel and tire product, but it is another super versatile product by Garage Therapy. It's their Citrus. So we'll actually be using this later on to do our pre-foam, but I wanted to talk about its versatility in wheels and tires. So this can be used to treat your tires before cleaning, and really does just a great job at breaking down the dirt and pulling it off the tire. All right, let's go ahead and get our sprayers ready. We want to use 500 milliliters of water with 50 milliliters of product, or at a 1 to 10. All right, y'all, while I'm filling up the buckets, I wanted to talk about my new bucket caddies. And so these are from Grit Guard. Y'all are probably familiar with Grit Guard for their grit guards. And they also have these bucket caddies, and they come in a number of different colors, including orange and white, which I have here. Something I really want to highlight about them that I think is amazing is they have some locks on their casters, which for someone like me that has a sloped driveway, you know, that comes in handy. So anyways, definitely check them out. I'll have the link in the description. All right, so we're gonna put some wheel shampoo into our wheel and tire bucket, and it said that you can use between 10 and 20 ounces, and so we're gonna use 20 ounces. All right, y'all, so we've already sprayed Decon shampoo on the wheels and tires. We're gonna let that set for a moment, and then we're gonna go back and spray our wheel foam on the wheels and tires and use our Detail Factory brushes. I unfortunately only have one electric IK sprayer, so we're gonna have to actually pump this one up. I need another one. And this wheel foam smells amazing. So they also have a product called iron oxide. I don't have that, and so that would have been helpful in getting the iron off the wheels, but Decon shampoo works well for that as well. So that's what we went with. And just another example of how versatile Garage Therapy is. So we're showing you a lot of products being used together, which really isn't necessary, but you know, for purposes of this video, to show you the products, we are using them all in conjunction, but you know, one or several of the products really can do the whole detail. that's really quite incredible. I'm really pleased with these two so far. So let's go ahead and get the rest of the wheels. All right, y'all, we're done with the wheels and tires, and up next, we have the exterior. And so there's several products that we're gonna be highlighting today. And before I get started, once again, you know, Garage Therapy has a lot of products that are very specific. However, a lot of these products that we're gonna be talking about can be used to do really almost the entire detail. So it's not necessary to use all these products, but for the purposes of this video, we're certainly gonna highlight more of them than you would need. Up first, we have Garage Therapy's Citrus. This is a really powerful citrus cleaner. It has sugar-based surfactants, and this product, like a lot of them, can be used a number of different ways. So we're gonna be using this to pre-foam the vehicle. You could use it for your tires. You can also use it on your rubber mats, and that's what we're gonna be doing a little bit later. Next up, we have their famous Decon shampoo. And after we pre-foam the vehicle with our citrus cleaner, we're going to rinse it off and then refoam it with Decon shampoo. And this is a alkaline shampoo, so really powerful. You definitely want to be careful with this product. You know, like most car products, you don't want to let it dry on the paint, and certainly avoiding direct sunlight. Fortunately, today I have an overcast day. This is probably the most England type weather that we get in Charleston. Next up, on the opposite side of the pH scale, we have their acid shampoo, which is their 0 DMS shampoo. And this is, DMS stands for demineralization shampoo. And so just like it says, it helps take care of mineral buildup, unclogging ceramic coatings, or getting rid of water spots and things of that nature. So very powerful acid-based cleaner. And we're gonna use this for our contact wash. All right, and last but not least is their car shampoo. And this is just a basic maintenance car shampoo. So we're not gonna be using this. This could be used for a contact wash. And there's one more, and I don't have it, and it is their snow foam. So I would like to get that. And if you have tried it, definitely let me know in the comments below what you think of it. All right, let's get Citrus ready in our IK. So citrus can be diluted a number of different ways. On the bottle, it says it's from light soiling from 1 to 50 to all the way to 1 to 4. So very versatile product. All right, let's get it ready. All right, now we're gonna get the vehicle pre-foamed, but before we do that, they suggest that you rinse off the vehicle to remove any loose dirt, so let's do that first. All right, so I'm gonna be using my new active spray gun. and Lance. And if you want this, this comes in a premium accessory bundle with the foam cannon, and I'll be using that a little bit later. I'll have the link in the description. You can save 10% on your order. All right, y'all, so we just finished pre-foaming the vehicle with citrus and rinsed that off. And while we're back here with the citrus, we're also gonna show the versatility of that product by cleaning the rubber mat. So you also could use the Decon shampoo. That would certainly be much more aggressive. And I feel like this is a bit of a safer option. So we're gonna go ahead and foam down these WeatherTech mats with some citrus. And then I've got my wheel bucket back here. So we're just gonna use the brushes from cleaning the wheels and scrub those down and rinse off. All right. All right, y'all, so now it's time to refoam the vehicle. This time we're gonna be using Garage Therapy Decon shampoo, and we're gonna be using 50 milliliters of Decon to 500 milliliters of water in our foam cannon. And so earlier I talked about the active premium accessory kit. This is the foam cannon that comes in it. You of course can get it by itself. And I've really enjoyed it. I think it's great construction, stainless steel fittings. I'm running low on Decon shampoo. That and the wheel shampoo have been my favorites. They're, the Decon shampoo, super versatile product. Can't honestly say enough about Garage Therapy products just in general. And my absolute favorite product is their tire serum. It is incredible. Great protection and just gives it that absolute perfect satin finish. I'm not a fan of big gloss tires and tire dressing. So for me, it's absolutely perfect and definitely ranks up there with the best around. All right, in our wash bucket, we're gonna be using their DMS shampoo or the demineralization shampoo. That's gonna give us kind of the best of both worlds. We'll get the benefits from the alkaline pre-foam in the Decon shampoo and the benefits of an acid shampoo from the DMS. All right, y'all, we finished the contact wash and got it all rinsed off. Now it's time to get the vehicle dry. And for that, we're gonna use the House of Rags Goat Drying Towel. All right, y'all, now that the vehicle's dry, it's time to add some protection. And Garage Therapy's hybrid spray sealant is Sigma V3. And this is gonna not only add some extra gloss, but some slickness and extra hydrophobics. Also, it will prolong the life of your ceramic coating. Definitely some great uses for this. Let's get it applied. All right, so we have the protection applied. Now it's time to clean the glass. And Garage Therapy's glass product is, well, glass. So I haven't used this product like some of the others, but let's go try it. So when you're cleaning glass, with the side windows specifically, make sure you roll down the window. This one doesn't have a frame around the window, so of course that's not an issue, but otherwise you'll be left with a little bit of a line, so a hack if you're not aware of that. And while we're stopped on that, the glass towel I'm using is the House of Rags Diva glass towel. And so it's kind of like a two-sided, different texture. It's got a smoother finishing side on one and the higher pile on the other. So pretty cool. All right, y'all, we're almost done, but before we get to the tire dressing, I wanted to talk about a product that I'm really excited about, and it's Garage Therapy's Dash Serum. And this is absolutely amazing if you have a matte dash. In my 4Runner, I do have a matte dash, and this adds some protection without adding any gloss, slickness, or changing the appearance whatsoever. So I've been reluctant to put different types of protection on my dash because I don't like when it makes it darker. I just like that clean OEM matte look, and this does that. So if you're somebody that has a matte dash or just wants some protection for their dash without, you know, changing the appearance, adding any gloss or slickness, this is the answer, Dash Serum. All right, y'all, so I'm really excited to share this product with you because it's one of my absolute favorites, period. And it's Garage Therapy's Tire Serum. And this is a great tire dressing that just provides a nice satin look to it. It's not overly glossy, and it provides some fantastic protection. So it's not just an aesthetic dressing. It is actually a tire protectant and nourisher. So anyways, let's get it applied. right, y'all, we're just finishing up, and I think it turned out really well. What about you? All right, y'all, thank you so much for joining me for another full brand detail. It was a lot of fun getting to use Garage Therapy today. They have a ton of tremendous products. And if you'd like to get any of these products, you can get all of them at thehouseofrags.com, and you can save 10% with my code CD10. So you can get some great detailing gear and products and save some money while you're at it. All right, and before we're done today, we have a giveaway. Like I said in the beginning, there is a secret phrase, if you will. So comment 99 for soft 99. Y'all, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, let me know what brand you'd like to see me feature next. Thank you so much for watching today, y'all. And as always, we'll catch you next time.